Hey guys, welcome back to our park. And today, what I think we're gonna do, because we're doing pretty good with money, we're gonna put in a new ride, and I think it's time to put in a roller coaster. And also, I'm gonna fix this. I'm thinking I'm gonna fix this first because this is really bugging me. I really just don't like this. So we're gonna fix this water situation. And as you can see, I spruced up the castle a little bit. I added some windows. I added like that shield there, little decorative touches. And is that window floating? No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Ah, okay. So let's uh let's fix this window up a little bit here. There we go, and I think we got it rotated back just a little bit, like that there. All right, that looks good. So we got our Chief Beef sign. Cosmic Cow sign, which is way too big. I may change that. And guys, I have big plans. In the future, I'm probably going to make a larger food court that you can actually walk in. So that'll be something we do a little later on. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do our first time lapse of the day, and we're going to fix this water because I really don't care for this at all. Alright guys, so let's start with our first time lapse of the video, and I do have to apologize if you hear pops and stuff in the background. I am recording this on the 4th of July, and people around me are going crazy with the fireworks. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to flatten this all out to the foundation. We want to make this all nice and level, and make it all nice and even here. And yeah, I really just didn't like the way that water looked, so now we're going to flatten the land, or push the land here, and for some reason it's not working quite as I wanted it to. It's leaving like a cavern in there. Now, I said flatten the foundation, so why there's caves under there like that, I don't know why. I feel like that I should have filled that in when I flattened it, but it didn't, and left it in there. And as you can see, it still has some of the water in there from before, so let's just pull that up, get that water out of there, and now we should be all ready to build our little water feature here around here, and this is gonna look so much better. Leave that little bit jutting out there. There we go, and perfect. Okay, there we go. So that is much better, guys. It's, you know, the biggest problem is I didn't want it to look like it was a canyon with water at the bottom of it. So yeah, so I wanted to just fill this to the top, and I discovered that if you kind of put your cursor towards the shore or the bank, whatever you want to call it, that is how you fill the water. So like I said, guys, I knew I'd learn it. I knew I'd figured it out. And yeah, we did. So all is good. Okay, so we have a lot of vomit in the park, and we have some thefts. So we need to figure out what's going on with that. Staff. I have janitors. Let's see here. I'm really busy at the moment. I haven't had a minute to myself all day. My PS4. Okay, so let's train him, and we'll train him as well, and we'll give them like a $10 raise. So I don't know how quick that works, but there's a lot to do right now. Let's take a look and see what is on his agenda. So really, all he has to do is clean vomit, clean toilets, and clean facilities. That's it. Okay, so maybe what we'll do... What is this guy doing? Maybe we'll ease his burden a little bit. And we'll have this dude do a little bit of everything. Hopefully that'll work for the vomit at least. And another thing I noticed is that I don't have a lot of trash bins. Let's see here, there's a lot of vomit in the park. Consider making first aid. Oh, first aid available. Ooh, okay, so let's go into research and development. I don't know if I have first aid available. Okay, so we have all this stuff to reveal. So we have small attractions, facility. We have information kiosk. Very nice. And we have quick draw track ride. Okay, so let's do some new research. So let's take a look at facilities here. Gulpy, Tiki Chicky, Hat's Fantastic, restaurants. I'm gonna have to check. F-25 Mouse Hunt. Wow, there's a lot of coasters. So let's start with the F-25. And for rides, let's do the kickflip. And we will do facility. We'll do a Hat's Fantastic. We'll research that. And now let me see. Do I have a first aid facility here? Ooh, okay, I do. So 1,030.50. So yeah, we can. I think we can afford that. And this looks nice with the decor. So I think what we'll do is we'll tuck this back in over here, just like that. And now we have to create a path. So let's open up the paths. That is not the path I want. There we go. That's the one I want. And we'll kind of have it going off from here like this. Okay, there we go. So we have that there. And let me just take a look and see what this is about. Open. I mean, we're not going to charge people to use the first aid building. That's just ridiculous. But what we are going to do is we're going to go into create and benches. Yes, we need some more bins. Let's put some bins over here. Ah, nice. He's at work cleaning up. What is he cleaning up actually? It looks like trash. So we'll do that for now. We're gonna need to put benches in at some point, but I think we can skip that at the moment. Now, this roller coaster, I have a lot of area to cover here. But you know, actually, maybe we should hold off in putting a roller coaster in just yet. Well, let's see what else we have. We have some track rides. Whitewater, Steam, Crank Start, Quick Draw, Interactive Shooting Ride. Let's see what this looks like. Whoa! This is massive. This is massive. Ooh, 12 grand. No. We are not doing that. Okay, we're not doing that yet. The Grendel, I mean, this actually fits quite nicely with our kind of decor here. Let me see if I just bring this right down to kind of ground level. No, that doesn't work, does it? Put that there because I kind of want this on the ground. So let's just lower this a little bit right there. I think that looks pretty good. Now possibly turn that way. Yeah, I think we're going to place that. And let's get that testing. Now, this is kind of a fairy tale theme. Look at that. So, kind of interesting. Interesting look about it. So, I kind of want a cue that's going to resemble that. So, what we might do, maybe we'll put like a kind of castle outcrop on this. Maybe extend this out a little more. I don't know. I don't want to spend too much money on this, but let's just take a look here. Let's do castle walls. Let's do this one here. And actually, that's not the same color, so I don't like that. What color is that? Is there a fairy tale? Is there like a fairy tale wall? It's definitely not that. Don't tell me we don't have a wall that matches that, cause that would severely suck. Rough concrete. It's definitely not rough concrete. It's not stucco either. Let's take a look at filters and see what's in here. Scenery theme? Nothing under fairy tale. Okay, let's go under building material. And let's take a look at the concrete. That's it. Wow, that's it. Okay. Smooth concrete, rough concrete. Oh, that's not even the same. Okay, so it's not concrete. I wouldn't call those bricks. Let's see here. Gingerbread glass, lime plaster, limestone, metal, stucco, sandstone, thatch, tile flat, vinyl, wood. I wouldn't call that brick. So what is that? Brick, classic, modern, rough. Stucco, sandstone. I really don't know what that is. So, I mean, we're gonna try this here and possibly match the color. So we're gonna just push this back. The insanity is broken down. Oh no. We want to get it level, which it is not. That doesn't look right either. I mean, I guess that is. Let's zoom in, make sure this is on the ground. guess I'm okay with that. We just kind of, we want to fill this in. Just so you don't see the supports. Ooh. These could have been pushed in, I believe. So let's see here. Yeah, dang it. That's not gonna work. Alright guys, let me fix this. Okay, so we got that wall set up. Let's just see if I can't change the color here. Let me just see here. What is this color? Ah, of course I can't change the color of this. I mean, I guess as long as we get something close to it. It's, No. I can actually deal with that. I can live with that. I can live with that. I mean, it's not going to be exact. But, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely live with that. That is going to be close enough. Now, there's some things that we can do to clean this up. I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. But I think that looks pretty good. So, let's go ahead. Oh. Well, that is very unfortunate. Okay, guys, so we had to place this again, and actually it worked out better this time because it seems like it's fitting on there. Well, not exactly perfectly, but we don't have that gap, so I think it looks pretty good. So I'm actually happy with that. So let's try this again, shall we? So let's place the entrance, which the entrance will be here. And I think the exit is fine. So I'm going to connect the path. And I kind of want to do something neat with this. So Okay, I want to have stairs going up. Oh, why does it do that? There we go. Then we'll do this here. Angle snap on. Why won't that go any tighter than that? Is it because of the length? No, it won't for some reason. There we go. And let's lengthen that up. Okay, we'll end the queue there. And we're still pretty good on money, so what I want to do, go back into create. And what do we have here? Yeah, I kind of want to do something like that. So you're gonna have to bear with me, guys. This may be a time lapse. If it is, then I'll just talk over it. It's not a big deal. Alright guys, I hope you are settled in. I hope you got a nice cold drink, maybe a snack in hand, because this is going to be a long one. Yeah, so my idea was kind of, I wanted to take the castle theme along with this because I thought it would look really cool, so I really wanted to do something ambitious with this queue, and this is by far the most ambitious thing I've done in this series yet. Of course, I have been practicing with this game on my own off camera because I have been playing sandbox mode and I've also been playing career mode as well, so this is kind of the issue. So when you get one where you want it, what the game does is it'll duplicate that and put it on a grid, and it'll snap to a grid. So that's fine. But the problem is that when you use all of those like that, it sees it as one building. It sees it as one building piece. So as you can see right here, that little wall that's outcropping, I can't take that out of there. So I had to delete the whole thing and start from scratch just because of that. So that's a little frustrating, and it's also frustrating that you can't leave that snap mode easy either. You have to back all the way out of it, and then back out of it again, and then back out of it one more time, and then hit the L1 or R1 button to go back into build mode to do it. So it's a process, man. It really is. There's a lot of trial and error, but I feel it's important to leave this into the video because I can just let you guys see my thought process. So this corridor, I'm going to have this covered. Now, I wanted to put one of these spiders up, but honestly, I have no idea what they actually go on. I haven't figured that out yet. But that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a castle tower instead. And in reality, I think that the castle tower probably would look better. It'll fit this more anyway. As you can see, I tried to put the spider in there, and these octagon walls, they're just too big. And it's funny because that spider is octagon shaped, so I have no idea what to put that on. If you guys are watching this and you know, feel free to leave it in the comments, because I would love to know. So what I did here was I just duplicated the other one. Sometimes I forget about that feature, but it really does make life a lot simpler. So now what I want to do is I just want to stack these up to give them some height here. Because we don't want a short castle entry. We want it to look decent. Do that here on the other side. And again, guys, the fireworks are going pretty fast and furious in my neighborhood tonight. But it is the 4th of July, so as to be expected. And, you know, I mean, I fiddle around so much with this thing. Like, this video, I think, is probably around the 40-minute mark. But it literally took me an hour and a half to get this completed as to what you'll see at the end of the video. So now we're going to put this this parapet on top of it here, and this is the one that it's the wall expansion one, so it looks really nice on here. But again, I'm just so so OCD. I'm just gonna say it. It's like it really does bring that out in you in this game. Like, I hate to see it if something is not even or just not sitting on there perfect. And I'm not saying that this is perfect, guys. I'm just saying, like, for my eye to look at. But so far so good. I like the way it's going. I like the way it's going. So what we want to do is we want to make a pretty cool entrance for this. So what I thought I would do is I would get this one here, this kind of enclosed. I mean, it looks like a cathedral arch, but they're saying it's a castle arch, so that's okay with me. We'll go with that. I didn't want to set it back in. So what we do is we're going to take these rounded pieces, and we're just going to place them in here, but we need to do it in a way where it looks natural. I cannot state enough that I do not want it to look really stupid. And I mean, some people may think this looks stupid as it is, and I'm totally okay with that, guys. I really am. It's all about my perception. So I personally think that looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. So now we have to take care of these castle walls. We want to put something up there, so I thought about these parapets here, and I want to make sure it'll look decent up against the other ones. And yes, it looks good. But as you can see, there is a gap. There's a gap on the other side. And honestly, I didn't really realize that while I was building. I discovered it later, but that's fine. That is fine. So we'll take this all the way around. But see, it's already off. It's already off. Luckily, I managed to fix it. I think I fixed it. I don't... For some reason, I'm thinking I had to delete this whole thing. Oh, I think I do. I had to delete this whole thing right around here, I think. And I don't know what I'm doing there. That's just totally backwards, dude. What are you doing? And as you can see, that one is jutting out. So yeah, that had to go. So I had to read this. Okay, so thank God it wasn't the whole thing. It was just that little bit there. So that works out good. That works out good. So now we'll place this one here separately. And this one, I don't know what I was thinking, because the back of that parapet or tower or whatever, I closed it off. So, well, I didn't close it off yet. I'm going to close it off. That's the plans. So if it stuck through the wall, it wouldn't have mattered, because nobody's going to see it, because it's going to be walled off anyway. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. But, had a little bit of a pause. I do apologize about that. But here we're going. We're trying to get this in there straight. And I think it's like right now I realize that it's like, you know what? If it goes through the wall, it's not a big deal, because it's going to be closed up anyway. No one's going to see it. So we're going to take these kind of octagon corner pieces. And again, we had the back already all the way out, because it was doing that thing where it was snapping to the grid. And I don't want that. I need to move these in place to see what they look like. So, and again, for some reason, it was give me that one, but it wouldn't let me put it down all the way. So I had to kind of do a weird thing where I held down the square, and then I pressed X while I was holding it down, so it would lock in place. Very strange. I don't know if these are bugs in the game, or if it's just an issue of that this was a game made for PC, not for controller with an analog stick. And again, I'm being incredibly meticulous for an area that nobody's going to see, but it is what it is. So this is what I was telling you guys just a few seconds ago here. I'm going to wall this all in. So it didn't matter if anything was sticking out, because no one's going to see it. It's going to be behind walls. It's going to look really good when I'm done. Well, I hope it's going to look good when it's done anyway. I feel like this is definitely a kind of game where I don't mind having patience, because the outcome is kind of rewarding, because it's something you built and you get to look at it and go, wow, like, I can't believe I spent this much time building this. It's like, honestly, I can't believe I spent over an hour and a half, you know, building a building for pixelated people to enjoy. But at the end of the day, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this build quite a bit, actually. So now the plan is I want to make something like a little bridge that goes in between those, and you guys will see why later. Not this video, not this video, but you'll see why in the next video. Hopefully, this is probably going to be a two-parter, because it took a lot of time to record this and edit this also. So I'm not 100% happy with that little like trim edge. But it's okay. It's gonna have to stay there. So yeah, I thought about putting that trim around there. I decided not to. And in the end, I decided to just leave that little walkway open. I may do something with that later, a little bit different. I don't know. Like I say, this build is not going to get done in this video, guys. But the majority of it will. I can honestly say that. So that's a good thing. And we still have the coaster testing, and I can't forget that. I got to put that little decorative piece in the entranceway. And I thought about putting them on the sides, but I just didn't like how far they were sticking out compared to the building, so I decided to just scrap it all together. And that's another thing. I didn't feel that the parapet looked good because how it goes down like that in the angle. So I just put these like single parapets. I don't know what these are called, but just decorative pieces. I put them there. I think that looks good. I like that. So the idea is the corridor is going to be enclosed as you come in. I'm going to have a roof, which yeah, I'm going to start building that now. And then when you come through, it's going to be all open in the inside and almost like a castle ruins almost. So right here, I thought about putting a concrete floor in, but I don't know. It just seems like that's not wasn't going to work. So right here is when I noticed that gap, and I didn't like that. So I had to try to cover that up with something. And these are all corner pieces. I don't know what I was thinking. These definitely won't work. So we just need this flat piece here. Get that in place. And basically we're just using these to kind of hide the ugly, you know. It's just kind of get that out of there to make it look like that never happened. And there we go. I like the way that turned out. So far so good. It is looking pretty nice. So again, I was thinking about doing the floor there, but the ceiling, I mean. But I thought, you know what? No, we'll just leave that open and we'll start the ceiling back here. And again, this last piece, it wouldn't lower down for me, so I had to back out of the whole thing and go back into it and redo it. And for some reason, it wouldn't let me duplicate that ceiling. It says something like you can only duplicate one building or something. So I don't know what that is. So here we go, one by one, doing it again. And now here's where I really get OCD and anal about this, because I don't want these pieces to be sticking outside of the castle. It's got to look at least decent. There we go. Okay, so that's where we're going to stop for today. Man, that took a long time to do. I couldn't even believe how long it took me to do this, but we got it looking pretty good, I think. I think this is going to be a pretty cool queue going to this first roller coaster here. So, yeah, guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And stay tuned for the next episode where we'll finish this off. I hope to see you there.